know, for me, it doesn't matter. You know, I grew up on playing on RF. I still play on RF.
Oh, looks like Fiesel's starting the countdown.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, they're counting down right now. All right, they're getting started. All right, here we go.
All right, good. That's.
All right, jtknott beginning grabbing the mushroom in 1-1, so he's going to be looking to grab the fire flower in 1-2, while Esmo would probably be grabbing the mushroom in 1-3 and then fire flower in 1-4. Grabbing them in those levels is definitely faster than doing it in the first 2 levels, simply because of the placement of the power-ups in those levels. But certainly for a race, grabbing him in the first 2 is not too bad, since having Fire Mario in 1-2, you don't have to do any safe strats. You can just go and plow through the rest of the level shooting fireballs, or fireballs, while Esmo will probably have to slow down here and there to avoid doing some pipe jumps.
Yeah, early fire.
Oh, Esmo not taking the safe strat there. He's taking the alternate safe strat. Interesting.
Yeah. Slow
down there to avoid that Goomba. Sometimes that Goomba can be a pain.
Yeah, I know 1-2 is actually one of the hardest stages in the game. Do you have any nerves going into 1-2?
Yeah, I mean, I've done it a lot, especially since I've run any percent in Warpless, but it's still one of those levels to where even, like, no matter how good you are, unless you're one of the top tier players, you still probably will have some deaths in 1-2 attempts. That probably will be where a lot of resets will happen. So it's definitely good to take that level safe for a race situation.
That's supposed to be
my microphone's cutting out, Darkwing.
Yeah.
Alright, both entering 1-4. Esmo should be grabbing his fire flower here. Really nice, fast grab there. Good job, Esmo. So we'll have some nice, smooth fire bars here. Now, hopefully, he will kill Bowser quickly. jtknott slowing down in front of Bowser. Nice. And you see that there was no animation of the bridge collapsing. That's what the advantage of killing Bowser does over playing a small Mario and not killing him. They have to wait 2.5 and waiting for that bridge to collapse. Alright, so jtknott entering World 2. So far, he's playing it rather optimally, doing all the fireballs, using them to kill the plants. Oh, except right here. Oh, he take his first hit in World 2. Interesting. Wonder how he's gonna get some power-ups back here.
You expect this when you're going into a race, you're gonna get hit. It's not a time where you get all upset. You know,
yeah,
something that happens, recover from it, right?
Hopefully he keeps his composure. He knows what his next thing is going to do. He's definitely expecting to lose power-ups sometime in a race, so I'm sure he's got something planned to regain fire if he's going for that. Which generally at this point of the run, you would want to regain fire. It would still be faster than going the rest of the run as Small Mario.
Is there any chance you would... When do you stop getting power-ups?
Generally after you... probably after passing World 4, World 5, it probably would be best to stay as Small Mario, as that's still faster. Although, you definitely still want to have firepower for World 6 because of 6-2.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, you have to do a lot of slowdown for all those piranha plants in that level. So getting fire just for that level is probably not a bad idea for a race.
So it's almost like anytime after 6-2, just like, you know, just go.
Yeah, after 6-2, you don't need Fire Flower ever again. You can just stay as Small Mario the rest of the run and still reasonably finish pretty fast.
Close race so far. We expect this is the first few worlds. There's not.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't expect any real deaths. Some loss of power-ups maybe, but not really any deaths.
So 2-3 is probably one of the first levels, besides 2-2 as well, where RNG plays a big role with these Jeeps. They can give you some pretty bad patterns. They can snipe you pretty bad. So you got to be mindful.
jtknott did go for the power-up, but then immediately lost it to a Jeep. It cut out a little bit, but you could see at the angle that it didn't look good for him.
Oh, yeah.
But he is ahead. So that's
so ahead going into 2-4. Gonna grab the easy mushroom right there. One of the best places to grab them. Oh, he gets hit by the Podoboo right there. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's see how he recovers here. So Esmo opting not to take the elevator jump there, taking it a little slow. So does jtknott.
Yep.
Alright, kills Bowser, good, goes to grab the axe, awesome, and they both finish 2-4, and you see that Esmo's in the lead because he did not have to wait for the bridge collapse animation, whereas GT had to.
Yeah, if anybody wants to know why you go Fire Mario, that could be clipped right there to show you just how much time is lost to the bridge disappearing.
Yep, and that's why we run as Big Fire Mario in Warpless RTA attempts, because it's faster for only that reason. If it wasn't for that, then we would do Small Mario all the time. And you could still finish the levels just as fast as Fire Mario, although being much more difficult without firepower.
Although in some cases it would be easy because of the hitbox. You have a smaller hitbox.
Yeah, that's why some people opt to do small Fire Mario strats, where you have the size of Small Mario, but you have the ability to shoot fire. Although it takes about 6 to 8 seconds to set up, so you have to regain that time simply because you have the smaller hitbox. But still a pretty good route for beginning runners of this category.
So how hard is it to do a duck jump in this game?
Duck jumping, it's not too, I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult. You just press down just before you jump. Obviously, it loses a couple frames just for the action of the crouch. But otherwise, duck jumping's not too hard.
Alright, at this point, you kind of have your nerves out of the way. Like, you're now invested in the run. It just kind of, the first few stages on especially if it's your first race, are just going to be pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah, even I still get nerves at this point because for sure. All right, nice smooth 3-3 for both runners here. All right, Esmo taking the first Potaboo pretty safe. You can always jump over that Potaboo if you jump late enough, but Esmo opting to take it a little safer. Waiting for these Potaboos because they can be different depending on the frame rule. So if you know what frame rule you are on, you can know what to do for these Potaboos, but in a race situation, you're not going to know, so it's best to take them safe. All right, and they're both done with 3-4.
All right, one of the easiest stages coming up here.
Yep, 4-1. Everyone's favorite level, either when running 80% or warpless.
It's harder in warps now in any percent because of the flagpole.
Yeah, because of the flagpole glitch. Yeah, for sure. If you're going for those top times or 456 or low 457s.
But otherwise, this is just you have to do a couple of piranha plant jumps, but it's not too bad otherwise.
Yeah, you have a pretty big window to jump over those piranha plants. You have like a full second to jump at any point to avoid them, so it's pretty free.
Yeah, if you're unaware with NES speedrunning, what you see on the screen is not necessarily what's in the coding for collision or anything like that. That's when you get into NES speedrunning, you learn that pretty quickly. So what the hitboxes, the actual hitboxes may not be what you see. And for the piranha plants, it's a good 2-3 pixels underneath the tip of the piranha plant.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's basically their whole head is not there and it's just for show. It's really the leaves that are the dangerous part for some reason.
Alright, a close race still, as we expect, with it.
Still within a level of each other. This is really good so far. 4-3 is a pretty difficult level if you're Small Mario, but as Big Fire Mario, getting through that first part's not too bad at all. Yeah, there's a magical frame rule on this level that, kind of like 8-1, you have to play the level without pressing left at all. But even if you do that, you can still not get the frame rule because you have to grab the flagpole in such a way that Mario's a pixel above the flagpole in the air, and that for some reason saves a frame heading towards the castle, which saves the frame rule. And that term is called sky boots. Oh, jtknott doing the 4-4 clip for the swag. Everyone put swag points in the chat for jtknott. That was really nice.
How much time does that save?
It saves really only like half a second, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he's almost fully caught up now. It's I don't know, about a 4-second difference. Now it gets tough, right? Go through
Yeah,
5
for sure.
worlds.
World 5 is where you'll make or break your runs. This is the first really important world of Warpless, because now it starts to get pretty difficult. A lot of things can kill you in this world, especially in 5-4.
It's the first time I've seen no star 5-1.
Oh, yeah.
It works
Yeah,
out. He picked up a game second on him on Esmo there.
that's very good. Alright, 5-2. So this cannon at the beginning of the level can shoot and sometimes hit Fire Mario, but luckily it didn't shoot that time, so they worked out. Oh, gets hit by the Hammer Bro for jtknott. In this level, even as small Mario, you should be fine. Even on that bro down there, you see he jumped right over him. If you don't slow down on this level, you'll be able to either kill or run past that Hammer Bro before its hammer generates a hitbox. So as long as you don't slow down, you're fine. jtknott almost falling in the pit there, but luckily he didn't. He moves on to finish the level.
Yeah, I think we had a death. That exact same thing happened in relay race. So I was kind of seeing that. It's like, but
yeah. So we move on to 5-3, where RNG is all over the place. Got these bills where you see one of them hit jtknott. Unfortunately, that's a really unfortunate build pattern to get. And Esmo also falling victim to the bills. Wow. Bully bills everywhere. It was just pretty bad RNG. It's pretty difficult, and it takes some practice to be able to react and know what to do when you get those worst case scenario RNG situations. Wow, Esmo kind of clipping into the block and falls in the lava.
Yeah. That's one of those reactions where it's like, I didn't get what happened. I'm just gonna go, and then
yeah. Unfortunately, that big fire bar. If you don't get that power up fast enough, it's gonna come around and get you real quick. All right, Esmo taking it safe here in 5-4, for sure. It's very deadly. A lot more fire bars. This is basically 2-4, but now there's more fire bars, more potaboos. It's just a lot of chaos. All right, getting under the Bowser. There we go. Finish 5-4.
It's interesting to see how the danger and difficulty ramps up in World 5.
Yeah, for sure, and especially in World 6. 6-1 is pretty easy, but starting in 6-2, if you don't have Fire Mario, you're going to have a pretty difficult time. Looks like Esmo's going to opt to getting Fire Mario in this level, because there are 2 power-ups in 6-1 that you can get.
jtknott foregoing the mushroom.
Yep. He's going to opt to Cosmic his way through 6-2. Hopefully he'll do well. Oh, gets hit by one of the Spinies.
Do you feel comfortable with 2 lives to get through World 6?
I believe at this point, yeah, I know enough safe strats to get through World 6. Even with just 1 life, I probably wouldn't even game over for that.
jtknott thinking he wants the safety there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely does not hurt if you don't know all the safe strats you need to do.
Especially if you don't have Fire Mario, things like that.
And without Fire Mario, absolutely. A lot of things can kill you in World 6. Because there's you got the plants that are difficult in 6-2, and then you got some Bullet Bill RNG in 6-3. Alright, here we go. Esmo coming up to finish 6-2. Very nice.
I remember I heard him saying 6-2 is like his most casual of stages.
Maybe because he takes it the safe the most. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so here's one of the bills here. Now you can just run. Oh, that's quite an error. He can run off the platform that he jumped off of, and even if the bullet bill's there, you'll hit the bullet and it won't kill you. So hopefully lesson learned here. So he's gonna opt to grab the mushroom at this point. It gets pretty scary here because of how Mario gains speed. You might accidentally jump before you get full running speed again, and
so you do you don't jump the way you want to, and it's sometimes hard to recover because Mario doesn't have free movement in the area; he has momentum movement, which is a good mechanic, But if you're off your line, it's scary at times too.
Ooh, JT not fall in the pit there, missing the elevator. Did not get enough speed. Esmo taking the... Ooh, grabbing the fire, which is pretty good right here. He has plenty of time before that fire bar turns around that he can grab it and then move on. Alright, fire bars, gotta wait for them. They could be pretty random at times, although if you finish the level in a certain way, they can be pretty easy to do. Alright, we got some lag frames there for the Bowser kill because of all the sprites on the screen. Yeah. Combining both the hammer hitboxes and the fireballs causes the game to lag to calculate all of those hitboxes. Alright, 7-1. So just like 8-2, the best strat for this one's just jump on all the cannons. You don't have to worry about getting hit by any of them if you do that. Got some hammer bros to worry about. Obviously, they're a lot easier to have Fire Mario, although if there's a hammer bro at the bottom of the part where Esmo just passed, sometimes when you kill him with fire, he'll throw a hammer backwards, and when you jump to get past there, he'll hit you, and it's really unfortunate. But luckily that didn't happen to Esmo this time.
So it's kind of like this, especially at this PB level. A bit unlucky with the hammers there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Is to get to World 8.
Oh.
I think he did that for a refill. Yeah, he did that for a refill.
Oh, yeah, possibly.
So that's a smart move there, I think.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, because of how difficult World 8 is at this level, it's so long as you can get there, you can come back.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure these runners have played World 8 enough times, combining both any percent and Warpless to know at least how to play it safely. But even then, it can still be difficult.
Mm-hmm. Like, World 8 has no checkpoints?
Yeah, there's no checkpoints starting in World 8.
And they're humongously long. They're the longest stages in the game. Well,
yeah,
8-3 isn't, but 8-1 and 8-2 are very long.
Yeah.
He's going for it. Is he going to get it?
Wow, 7-1 BBG would be pretty high.
Yeah. Looks like he was a little early on his jump, so...
Yeah, I don't think he would have had enough speed to clip in the block anyway, but it's cool to see him go for it.
That's the type of stuff... We actually had one during the showcase race.
Oh yeah, I know I did a BBG in 8-2, but...
that might have been... Yeah. Because you were featured, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was on there. And I was lucky that when I did do Bullet Bill Glitch, I didn't get fireworks, so I probably ended on a 5, so I was lucky.
Alright, it's still a close matchup here.
Yeah, still now 2 levels between them.
Yeah, about 1.5. Yeah, there's no...
Yeah,
you're behind.
7-4 is quite a maze. You have to go this exact way that Esmo's going right now. Go bottom, middle, then you go top here, and then you have to go middle. Make sure not to jump anywhere all over the place, otherwise you might miss the checkpoints for the maze, and you'll have to redo some sections. All right, here we go. Oh, he was a little too close to Bowser. Yeah, his hitbox is pretty deceiving. Think of him as like a giant rectangle, so it's best to stay a pretty good amount of distance away from Bowser. And looks like Esmo's on his last life as well, so we should take it pretty safe. Otherwise, he'll have to start at the beginning of 7-1.
Ooh, that's a dangerous looking jump from jtknott there. He got it though.
Alright, come on, Esmo, Alright, he's gonna wait for Bowser one more time. There we go. Nice. Finish 7-4. He'll probably regain his lives by game overing in 8-1. It's definitely a good idea, especially because you have to worry about Hammer Bro RNG in 8-3, and that's probably the only really good reason to game over in 8-1. Yeah, that's exactly what you have.
Oh yeah, I doubt even Cosmic would go through. I bet he would take a death there.
No, I think Cosmic would still go. Oh
at
yeah.
1 life.
Yeah, even at 1 life, me and Cosmic would definitely still keep going. And we'll risk the tournament on that.
All right.
Our pride is on beating World 8 in 1 life.
All right, we are almost even now. Look at that.
Man, both the same level.
And same lives, so yeah, that's the power of World 8 right there.
Yeah. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, it's only about a 5 in-game second lead coming into this stage once Esmo died. We also have the drama of the frame losses on jtknott, so we don't know sometimes if he got through those last few seconds.
There we go. No plant at the end there, so nice. Wow, they're pretty much in sync at this point.
Nice. Look at that. We are tied. This is the kind of race I was expecting because I mean the PBs are so similar. Oh, this is exciting.
All right, 8-2. Everyone should be able to get through these stairs. Nice, they both did. And on any frame rule, when you get to 8-2, you can always run under those Koopas at the beginning, but obviously they're taking it safe and not going for the swag points. All right, here we go. They both shroomed up.
Oh, nice.
jtknott did the plant jump, but he's okay.
Oh, we got hit.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. No bullet for Esmo. I'm sure he was planning to go for bullet bill glitch there.
Getting hit by the paratrooper.
Paratrooper there.
The bouncing one's kind of...
Alright, 8-3.
With his momentum.
Everyone put your blessed RNGs in the chat for the Hammer Bros. Alright, we have to do a double kill there. Okay, Esmo's gonna shroom up here. Pretty good idea. I don't know how many lives he has at this point. He either has 2 or 1. jtknott didn't get the bull bill glitch, but he at least tried. Alright, Esmo got some nice bros. Bros being bros today, everyone. For Esmo. Alright, hopefully the same will come for jtknott here. Doing a double kill, opting to grab the fire flower.
That gives you safety on these Hammer Bros, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, because you can just kill them on the way there without having to worry about jumping. Although sometimes Hammer Bros can be like that and predict when you're going to show up and jump right on you, and it really sucks when you have fire.
Alright, pipe jump. We got pipe jump.
He got it. There we go. Very good 8-4 so far. Ooh, okay, that's... Oh yeah, he had enough... He actually had the perfect amount of pixels there, but he probably got scared.
Yeah,
because it was really close, but he had a pixel perfect turnaround.
What do you use as a visual cue for that?
The second layer of bricks, of the tiny bricks, you want there to be 2 full bricks and then 1 pixel of gray after the 2 bricks on the second layer, and that's how you know I have enough. Like jtknott had like 2 pixels worth there that were good. And there we go. Esmo's done.
Esmo's done. They both got pipe jumps, which was really nice.
Hell yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Alright. And let's see, that's a good jtknott finish here. He'll take it safe, though, I'm 100% sure.
Oh, yeah, he waited for the load. Oh, he almost got sniped by that Potaboo. Alright, wait for Bowser, and we are done.
There we go. Alright.
Everyone.
Alright,
so
we didn't have this on SRL. It's a 22:49 and a 23. That's a close race right there.
Yeah, not bad at all. They're definitely within 1 life of each other.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really exciting. Do we have an opportunity to get either of them for a quick interview before the next race?
Let me see. I don't know.
Since I don't have a
yeah, I don't know how we could get them to talk with us here.
Yeah,
there he is.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey. Oh, so
how?
Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you. I didn't have the stream open, so I didn't know what was going on. I took a few unfortunate deaths, and I was like, well, I just got to roll with it.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your race.
Thank you very much.
Was this one of your? Have you done tournaments before?
No, this is my first ever tournament race.
How'd you feel with it? How did you feel going into it?
I was a little bit nervous into it, and then the countdown started, and the nerves definitely picked up, and
yeah, for sure.
I just kind of went from there. I feel like I calmed down a little bit, and then after my first death, the nerves started stacking back up. But
so you didn't keep track of? You didn't have it up? So you weren't aware that you guys hit the 8-2 flagpole at about the same time? Pretty much the same time?
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were really close in the beginning of World 8.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was really exciting. That death in 8-1 put you guys pretty much about even.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was just a weird death. I don't know why I died there, but
Yeah, those nerves, they always get everyone.
the simplest little things. I mean, I've mostly run any percent of this category before, so I'm used to all the World 8 levels. But just the simplest little jump right there, it was just different for some reason this time. But anyway.
All right. Well, again,
Well.
good job on your race.
Thank you.
And good luck on your next one.
Yeah, I gotta face Supersonic, so I'm gonna need it.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you feel? How do you feel about that? Do you, like, what would be your strategy going into facing the second seed in the tournament?
I'm gonna have to practice a lot. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going in it for fun. You know, that's whatever happens, and I'll have the losers bracket waiting for me.
And we have jtknott in. Congratulations on your finish.
Hey, yeah. When I died in A2, I was kind of like, oh man, because
Yeah.
that would have been a really good
Yeah.
time. Probably like a 22, like 30 or something.
Yeah, you both made the same. You both got hit by the same paratrooper, but you're the one that fell in the pit, and Esmo was able to avoid it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really It was a really exciting race to watch.
Yeah, because we were
Back and
like
forth.
exact. Because we
Yeah,
were like
you were.
exact.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were on the same frame rule coming out of 8-1.
yeah.
That's insane.
That's pretty insane. I mean, yeah. That was pretty good, except for like 6-3 death, because I practiced that a lot before the race. But
Yeah, I had a death in 6-3 in my pre-race, so
I mean, when
it happened
nerves.
to anyone.
I mean, when you get nervous and you're like ahead, and then like you can get ahead, then you get pretty nervous.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I had a death in 6-3 as well. I took for granted that I would make the jump and didn't do a full jump.
Mixmaster Mulligan, thank you for the follow.
All right. Well, you get to let's see where.
I don't know who I'm racing, but
Let's see. Let me take a look here.
Maybe I can find it.
I got it. Let's see. 15.
Yeah, 15. So that'd be.
El Magus. Oh, now there's a matchup.
okay. So what's his PB?
His
Just say
PB. Well, El Magus is a very well-known and he's been around a long time
Yeah.
RPG speedrunner.
Yeah.
But so he's new. He's kind of new to Super Mario Brothers. His PB is 26 minutes, so you definitely have the advantage.
Okay. With that time. Okay. So with the time that I got, that's good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The only thing is that he's kind of experienced with this type of thing, so he won't feel any nerves or anything like that going into it.
Oh my
He's
god.
probably going to get close to that
Right.
time.
Well, hopefully after this race, you'll be a little less nervous next time, and you'll keep some things in mind, maybe some lessons learned for the next race.
Yeah. Oh, I missed first place by about 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was a close race. Yeah, it was
It was
really
a very
close.
close race.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GG, JT,
All right.
that was a good race, man.
I missed by 20 seconds because I died in one of the last levels.
All right, this is a jam-packed Super Mario Brothers, so I don't want to cut you guys off too much, but we got
that's
another
fine.
race just about to start. Dash Retro's going to come in and do the rest of the commentary for the next couple races with Royal Gamer.
I don't
So-
know. There's another opponent I have to go against. But
Not tonight.
Yeah, not today.
Not today. That'll come up next week for him.
next
All right,
week, okay.
so, yep. All right, so congratulations again to Esmo.
Yeah, thanks,
and,
Darkwing. Thanks, Roy. Thanks,
Yeah,
JT.
you're very welcome, guys. Enjoyed watching your race.
Okay, and we'll have the next race coming up. Dash Retro will get in here and take it away,
Yep.
guys.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right, see you later, guys.
Yeah. See ya.
Cool. Hey, Dash Retro.
That's me.
Ah, there you are. All right, welcome to this next race commentary.
That's right, and welcome everybody else to the next exciting round 1 match. And this is a double. This is a twofer.
Oh, yes, it is 2-on-2. Well, yeah, it's a double race. Obviously, it's not 2-on-2. Although that'd be interesting in team race.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah, right. Maybe next year. Who knows? All right, so we got for one of the races we got Josh Keys versus Raikou Rider, and the other race is Larvastar versus Cherokee. Let's take a look at their PBs here. See if I can find them.
I've got him up. So Josh Keys is looking at a 2050 Warpless PB. That puts him at 59th place. He's up against Raikou Rider, who I don't see an SMB 1 time for, but it looks like he does run. He runs Mario 3, he runs the Lost Levels, Mario 2. I mean, I see every Mario game on his roster except this one. So
yeah, I see Raikou Rider on here. 48 PB. And then for Larvastar versus Cherokee, Larvastar has a 2024 and Cherokee has a 2313. All right. So hopefully we'll see some good things from these racers.
yeah, we're staying in the not quite the sub 20 club, but these guys who are.
All right. Looks like Josh and Raikou will be rescheduling their race.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like it will just end up being Larvastar and Cherokee this time. All right, let's see. All right, looks like they have joined the SRL, so they should be readying up any minute now. Thanks, Darkwing Duck, for the good luck for the racers and for us commentators here. We will definitely need it. Yes, there are lots of races going on today. Pretty much one right after the other. Got one here coming up pretty soon, and then another race pretty much immediately after with Barn Owl versus E Bloody Candy coming up next. Okay. So I'm assuming the racers are getting their streams ready. And yes, that is me on the sax, playing the amazing music that you all are listening to. I can commentate and play sax at the same time. It's one of the skills that you make as a speedrunner.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do something during all those level
Yeah.
transitions.
It really helps with your multitasking abilities. All right, looks like things are getting set up in Speedruns Live, so hopefully it won't be too much longer before the race will begin.
You know, I think I'd vote sax as the greatest horn for the record. It can't
Well,
be beaten.
I don't know. I played trumpet when I was going in school.
I played trumpet myself in elementary school, and it's the worst.
I mean, it definitely hurts your chops, sure. Sure. You know, I played it from all the way from 5th grade up till I graduated high school. And yeah, I played marching band. I played in fancy what is it called? Orchestras. I've done all kinds of things, and jazz band as well. Field marching band, where you kind of like do those halftime show things. I've done that.
Right.
Where you gotta march around the field and play perfectly at the same time. That kind of gets you ready for SMB because you have to do everything perfect. Otherwise, you lose time, points.
Yeah, I mean, you could learn to speedrun the game while you play DDR at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
Flex in the chat asks, are we on Team Brick or Team Bone? I'm a Brick boy.
Well, for me, I play on the X-Bone, so I guess that counts. That would be Bone then. So I use an Xbox controller for my speedrunning of SMB.
That is very interesting to me.
Yeah.
I mean, do you use the D-pad on it?
Yeah, I use D-pad. Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
But you specified it's an Xbox One controller?
Yeah, it's an Xbox One controller.
Okay.
Yeah, because I play on emulator and designed for Windows.
Yeah. It would be difficult to believe that anybody would run this game with an Xbox 360 controller just because of the D-pad on that thing.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely the D-pad for Xbox One's better because they're more distinct directions on there.
You know, I think part of the reason for that might be that Nintendo actually had a patent on their particular D-pad design for a long time, and I believe that expired before the Xbox One came out, but after the Xbox 360. So they were the only company that was able to have the actual plus sign. That's why, you know, that's why Sega had the circle, and Sony has the it's like missing on the inside, and there's just the four sides.
That's right.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, the more you know.
Mm-hmm.
With Dash Retro.
Nintendo loved it so much they put 2 of them on the Virtual Boy controller. It turned out great for them.
Oh yeah, good idea, guys. Although some people like to play on a keyboard.
You know, I have I'm very much behind the play a platformer on the keyboard. I'm a big fan of like Super Meat Boy. I played on the keyboard, and then same creator made The End Is Nigh. Absolutely feels great on a keyboard.
Yeah, it feels good, man. Although I definitely couldn't do it on SMB. I'd be afraid to press left plus right at the same time too often.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I believe on an emulator you should probably have an option.
You can turn that off for sure. I don't know. It's still weird to me.
Then you have to understand what the logic is on which one it picks if you're pressing both.
Yeah. So I just opt to use an actual controller of some kind.
Yeah, you know, I just went out and got USB adapters for a NES and SNES controller, so I played through Shovel Knight with a NES controller.
Oh,
it was pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Yeah, see? It's pretty neat, see?
Ah.
Alright, so looks like we're having some technical difficulties in Speedruns Live before this next race starts, so hopefully they'll get figured out soon.
Yeah, I think a lot of our runners are new to SRL, and you know, I am personally new to SRL, and it's a little bit of a pain
Yeah, for
to
sure.
first get into.
Yeah, that's why the pre-tournament was really helpful. It got me introduced to Speedruns Live, and I was able to use it properly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not too bad once you get it figured out, but I mean, I work in an environment with a lot of command line prompts, so I'm kind of used to it.
So let's see. So is Super Mario Brothers your main game, or do you have what do you usually speedrun?
Well, I don't actually consider myself much of a speedrunner, but
Okay.
the only games that I have done are Super Mario Bros. Because the thing is, Super Mario Bros. Is just a great video game.
Absolutely.
And you play it, and then you play it again, and you play it again, and before you know it, you're naturally getting faster. And then I started watching people like Darbian, and
Yeah.
and that got me more into the finer points of Mario. And you know, before I knew it, I was timing myself. But the only other game that I have timed myself on before was Wings of V, which is made by the same guy who made I Wanna Be the Bashi.
Huh,
And
okay.
speaking of precision platformers that best play on a keyboard, that is a perfect example.
Oh, okay. Sounds
You can-
interesting.
Yeah. By the time you get to the last boss of that game, I'm basically just whacking my keyboard like I'm playing ragtime. All right, looks like we are getting something from Larvy Star here. A little
Yeah.
bit of forward progress.
Oh, yeah, there we go. For some reason, my when I was watching the streams, they were paused for some reason. I was wondering what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "What do you mean it's something from Larvistar? I don't see anything." Oh, paused. Well, look at that. Professional streamer here, everybody. There you go. I was just staring at Esmo and jtknott screen for like the last half hour.
So I'm very excited to see if our runners make it to 5-4 with firepower so that they're not collecting the power up. I'm excited to see how many people are using the new Royale Gamer
Yeah.
5-4 strat.
It's a great strat, everyone. For those who don't know, I made a revolutionary discovery in 5-4 that changes everything about running Warpless in Super Mario Brothers.
He really
It pretty much-
shifted the paradigm.
Yeah, so now there's pretty much no reason to do small fire Mario unless you like to be cool like that. But it loses a lot of time, and so basically with this strat that I discovered for 5-4, you can guarantee that on any frame rule, even in a race situation, you can get good bars where you don't have to wait for them anymore, and that saves you a ton of time over having to wait for them. So the advantage that small Fire Mario used to have, where you could just run through any pattern no matter what, now Big Mario is just as capable as small Fire Mario in 5-4, only being slower by about a couple or 3 frame rules, but still way better than it used to be, and is much preferable over the 6 to 8 second setup it takes to do small Fire Mario in the first place.
Yes. Now, there was one point, speaking of small fire and picking up power-ups and frame rules and all that, one point that my brother brought up to me was how, in this race situation, how much time are we actually saving for the racers who wait until 1-3 to get their power-up?